Hey everybody, Ed Weeks Jr. back with another episode of the Weeks Weekly. There's a couple things that I want to cover today. So without further ado, here we go. Testing, 1, 2, 3. First thing I want to talk about is a couple of products that I'm thinking about bringing to the marketplace. First off, 55 years old, one of the greatest accomplishments I think I've had in my life has literally been parenting. I'm extremely grateful of the name Dad. It is something I am deeply passionate about. If you know me on any level and been friends with me on Facebook, you know back when my daughters were younger, most of my Facebook feed was about the traveling sports adventures that we went on and all the other adventures we did as a family. I am extremely passionate about being a great dad. And I think the basis of it is just showing up and not being their friend. But with that being said, I am putting together a thought process and a test, and I want to test it before I launch. Here's my thought. My daughter's now 28, 26, extremely proud of both of them, doing very well in their lives, and they're moving, onward and upward. And my son is 14. So he's, those teenage years, how challenging they can be. And first semester at his high school, private school, he's done very, very well. I'm very proud of him. He didn't start out that great, but he came on, and I really think it's about being a pushy and being tough and being, make them understand the benefits that come from working hard. So persistence pays off. The reality is this: I am looking at right now launching a product to help my fellow parents. At any age that you are, if you have a newborn or you're dealing with the 20 pluses or 30 plus, 20 plus, I can only go for my own experiences. I think I bring a unique perspective to something I'm deeply passionate about, which is being a dad. So with that being said, I want your feedback. Drop a comment. If you're seeing this on YouTube, please drop a comment that says parent, just so I know that I am thinking about going down the right path with this kind of offering. So something I'm passionate about, something I love, something that's brought me great joy, and something that I would love to help others get through, because it can be extremely challenging. So that's number one in the testing, 1, 2, 3. The second piece is this. Again, at 55, I am this year, well, soon to be in June of 26, will be 30 years that I've been married to my wonderful wife, Vanessa. And with that being said, love you, Ness, if you're somehow seeing this. I know my daughters may see some of this. So I'm madly in love with my wife. And I am also someone who, gets both sides of the equation, because we weren't always there. And, full disclosure, at one point we separated and we split assets and we did all these things, right? There's a reason I have 28, 26, and 14. There was a time where we couldn't be in the same room, or at least me. I was a real point blank dick. I was just a young 20-something-year-old kid, really married. I think about it now. My daughters are that age where I had 2 kids already, and the stresses of all the things that were in a house and all these things. And, it was very stressful and I wasn't really ready, but thank God that we were able to mend that and build what I feel like, again, not everything is rosy all the time, but honestly, I have a really great partner. And unlike a lot of people that I associate with or used to associate with, I love spending time with my wife. I loved when we would travel within friend groups. I would go do some golf, and then she would come down and we would continue that vacation together. And it was a great time. And that was something I loved, to happen and be around. And, I find a lot of other people that I were around were just, they love the guy time more than they love the being with their partner time. And look, I'm sure they love I'm not questioning that. It's just where they like to spend their time. I love that. And I think marriage is a sacred, beautiful thing. And I, again, wasn't always in this space, but I feel like for my fellow man out there, even my fellow or my the women in the world, I feel like I could be a valuable resource in helping marriages do better. Because it's really, not having expectations. It's not expecting. It's just doing for the sake of doing and knowing that that's the person that you love and doing all these things. And I think there's a real opportunity to, and again, I'm no doctor, I'm no PhD. I'm just going from experience, all avenues, newlywed to separated to not sure you're ever going to talk again, to all the nuances that come there. I think I have a wealth of information to be able to bring to people that are just married, struggling in marriage, maybe not fully engaged in it. Like, I think there's some really cool education that self-education happened that I can bring to the world. And that's another product. So that's the second product I'm thinking of offering, something in the world of helping people with better marriages. So that's two. And the third one is really doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on something I already offer. And that is the opportunity to come on here, the Weeks Weekly, and get across all my social media channels and my newsletter and all these other pieces. And I love this product. And I just had my first booking in my stand.store/weeks challenge. I got my first booking and my first sale, and it came through the podcast. And the podcast includes all these other avenues. So you can reach, tens of thousands of people and business owners and entrepreneurs and get your message out into the world. So whether you're a coach, whether you're a small business owner, whether you're a healthcare professional, whatever you are doing right now that can have impact to my audience, please take the opportunity to check out this product. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, $249. That's the cost, $249 to reach all those people and more than once and have evergreen content that continues to get views. That is nothing. The beauty is when some of these social media posts that I make or shorts or all these other pieces that we can do come together and align and show really good organic reach. I am not looking to make money, right, from the podcast. The money is to provide the avenue to put more behind organic posts that do well. So I can actually have a little bit of a advertising budget to promote you more. That's it. Think about this. It's called the Weeks Weekly. If I did an episode every week, 52 episodes, right? Let's just think about this. I'm just going to go months, 12 months. I do them all. It's less than $12,000 in total revenue. And that will go right back into promoting the hell out of all my guests. I think it's a cool opportunity, and it's something that I wanted to include in this Weeks Weekly podcast, which I am hoping this may be the last one, but it won't. But I hope this will be the last one that I do here, just my perspective, because I know the next one that is coming out, I'm going to have a wonderful guest, Amy, and I look forward to talking to her because she has a pretty cool model of healthcare that she has been deploying in Dutchess County here in beautiful, the Hudson Valley of New York. I'm excited. My first guest is from the Hudson Valley. But keep in mind, I am working with people all across the country, so you don't have to just be here in the Hudson Valley. Just excites me because she came from an idea in my head about doing a local newsletter, and she was a subscriber there, and now she's coming on my podcast. So overly excited about that. So that's it. This Week's Weekly is about those three components. Testing, 1, 2, 3 goes across the potential product of helping out parents, the potential product of helping out people that are in marriage, and the current product of the Weeks Weekly and all the avenues to come on the podcast, have all these videos go into the universe, all these posts to help promote you. So those are the three avenues that I wanted to cover today on the Weeks Weekly. I hope this message finds you well. Election day is just past us. Some crazy changes going on. I will promise you one thing. As an entrepreneur for the last decade, no one in political office is going to come and help you or rescue you or save you. You got to go do, and you got to be persistent. Today, the last piece I want to talk about here. Today, I got a post, a memory on Facebook, and it was from a private mastermind group that I did when I was involved with the Epic board. I was able to fly on a private jet with Roland Frazier, Jay Cron from Kajabi, and a few other members of the Epic board were on this flight. And I got to sit with Dahlia. And I don't know how to say your last name, Dahlia. I apologize, but luckily I sat with her, and then I flew from Austin to San Diego. Now remember, I live in New York, so I went to the opposite coast just for this opportunity. Well, Dahlia and I have remained in contact. We've tried to figure ways to work together, and recently several amazing opportunities have come as a result of our weekly conversations with each other. So 3 years ago, that memory comes up, and I sent her a picture of it and just wanted to remind her of where we can possibly be 3 years from now. Persistence pays off, my friends, and the right people will always emerge in your universe. You just got to try. You got to go out there and try and see and connect and put yourself out there. I'm sorry, I got to call in a little bit. You have to put yourself out there, because I have gone down the path with several other people that have come into my universe. And the reality is Dahlia is by far one of the best to stick and stay. And now we're just starting to see where right now we're in talks to come in on three separate partnerships that can result in, most importantly, impact for society. And that's what is driving and motivating me now. And the other pieces at 55, I will tell you, the other pieces that everybody is chasing, they will all come from just aligning on the right opportunities that can drive massive impact for our society. So that's it. Persistence pays, my friends. Testing, 1, 2, 3. This episode is over. Have a brilliant day. Look forward to comments. Please comment. Parent, if you're into the parenting stuff, marriage, if you're into the marriage stuff, or podcast, if you want any information to come on this podcast. That's all I got today. Hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.